Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you for stopping by and tuning in and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button with the like button and the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live, and of course, upload all new videos as well. I want to thank you very much for supporting my channel, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I definitely do appreciate that as well. So, kind of to sum things up, because I started recording and then I got interrupted. And so, this is the second time that I'm trying to record this podcast, or the weekly, I should say. I don't even know what I was thinking in regard to the week and everything like that. But anyhow, it is where I do apologize for not posting a weekly last week, and everything like that. It's just where I was sick, and unfortunately, last Sunday, which was part of the holiday weekend here in the States. If you live in the United States, we did have Labor Day weekend, of course, and then I was sick on Sunday, and then it kind of after that, because it started with a fever, and then I had the fever and body aches and the headache. So I wasn't able to do a reading because obviously I wasn't in the right frame of mind to be able to do a reading and everything like that and connect properly, and everything like that nature. So I always say whenever I'm not feeling 100%, it is best to be able to just skip the week and get back to it the next week when I am feeling a lot better. So that is where that is at, and everything like that. So um, that is where that is at, and everything of that nature. So um, that is there and everything of that nature. So that is, I do apologize again for not doing that as well. So, in that essence, since this is the second time I already am recording the podcast, I already pulled the cards as well. So, because of the fact that I was ready to go into the reading portion, but we got interrupted. So, with that being said, without further ado, um, let us first go into the announcement of the week, which is if you would like to actually submit a question for the podcast, and you definitely can do so. I will leave that information and a link in the description box below. And why not submit a question because it is free? So you can definitely submit a question, and you will be able to get it read on the podcast and answered for free and everything like that. So it is where I was able to actually fill out a little form that you fill out, and everything like that. And then it is just where you fill it out. I look at it each week on Monday or Sunday of whenever I record, and then I will be able to fill out that form for you, and things of that nature. So that is where that is at, basically, and stuff like that. So if you'd like to do that, now is your opportunity to do so. And that will be in the description as well. And then also, let us go into the special of the month of September, because we are now going into the month of September, and everything like that. And since last week I didn't have one, and now we are officially going into the September month, let me go into the new special. So if you would like the special, it is going to be all about chakra. So we're going to do a chakra and body scan, in regard to knowing what your chakras are and what is out of balance and what is not out of balance and things of that nature. So that way you know how to balance your chakras and everything like that. And then, of course, you'll get some cards along with the um, the chakra scan as well, and that is where that will be. And with all that being said, it is where you will get all that for a total of $20 even. So we will get that. You can get that for the month of September for $20, and you can email me with the September special in the subject line, and that way I know, and that way you can all be able to get that. So without further ado, let us go ahead here into the reading, and we are going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland for the messages. And at this time, I ask that you have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you're about to receive. A white light candle to surround yourself in God's white light, and invite the angels into your presence to be able to receive the messages. And at this time, I will go ahead and have a moment of silence, and where you can connect to your angels to ask for specific messages. And then I will go ahead and tune in deeper for the energies of the week. Alrighty, so when I am tuning into the energies of the week, right away when I'm feeling is that I am definitely feeling a lot of different things all at the same time. So what I was feeling right away was I felt chaos for this week. So I do feel like this is going to be, unfortunately, a little bit of a week of chaos. And I do feel that this is from the energies that were from the full moon. So the after effect of the full moon that we just had. Um, and that is kind of causing the energies of this week to be more chaotic. And I feel like we are having the need to prioritize our time and our energy, because right away the angels were telling me that everybody needs balance for this week. So it is important to be able to uh, not forget about you, is important as well. So that is a message not just for me, but for a lot of people as well for this upcoming week, and everything like that. So I feel like we will get over this hump of the little bit of chaos that it is. Um, but it is definitely important to be able to not to spread yourself too thin for this week as well. So I'm really, really being shown that as well. And the message that was coming through very strongly was definitely in relation to the throat chakra, but it was important to be honest with yourself. So that is definitely where that is at in regard to um, everything and stuff like that. So allowing yourself to be honest with yourself in regard to what things are going on in your life currently and everything of that nature. So I'm just tuning in and seeing if there are other messages that were coming through. And I also was really feeling in regard to Archangel Zachiel coming in is where the words harmony was coming in. So I feel like it is also in relation to having harmony for this week and everything like that. So, and I was also hearing the word justice. So, um, I feel like this is in relation to us releasing old patterns so that way we can clear the karma. So that is very interesting. So kind of like releasing the old to get to the new and bringing in everything and stuff like that. So let us get here to the cards and everything like that. It is where it is shared love is the first card, and this is very much all about having the prioritization part that we were talking about and allowing us to have that self-care and that self-love for ourselves and everything like that, and not forgetting us and allowing us to love ourselves and everything like that. So this is a very Archangel Chamuel card, and they're also really telling me that this is a good time to have some rose quartz around you, so that way we can all have that help with the self love. Of course, this is a stone of love, but it can help with the self love as well. So and that will be absolutely fantastic. As I do feel like communication this week is going to be a bit wonky with people for overall and things of that nature. So where people may be a little bit harsher than normal just because the energy is a little bit intenser or tenser this week, I should say. So it is where the energy is a little bit tenser. So that is also important for that self love. Um, and to prioritize yourself. So the next card here is that we have is simply love, which is all about loving and honoring who you are. Um, Very much Archangel Raphael card here coming in. So allowing you to love one another and yourself. Um, Allowing acceptance is a big one as well. So acceptance is definitely a good piece as well to take back from this week. And I'm also hearing not to criticize others too much for this week. And I know that is definitely a lesson in itself. We shouldn't criticize other people, but we are human, so it is important to not criticize and make harsh judgments based upon the situation, especially when you don't know all the facts, and also where um, other people may be going through a hard time. So, before making those quick judgments about others, learning to accept others' flaws. And I feel like that is definitely a message out of nowhere. But I was not expecting to say that. But when I tune in and I start channeling, and whatever comes through during a reading, you know? So I just kind of learned to adapt to that and everything like that. So anything that happens during a reading happens for a reason, is what I always like to say. Um, so whatever I'm noticing in particularly or whatever I am drawn to is where I notice that it's part of the reading for a reason. So, that is the next card here is that we have is release. So obviously this is a good time to be able to release old things that no longer serve us. So that is just kind of looking at a life review a little bit. So Archangel Jeremiah is coming in for that life review in regard to this card here. So, perfect time to release what no longer is serving us and cutting cords from the past and everything of that nature. So, that is very much important. So, the next card here is that we have is Blossom. So, I feel like after everything is all said and done, and we are able to release, that is when things are going to be starting to take off and where things will start to grow and develop, and where things will start to shift more positively. So I feel like this is a good week for a time of self reflection. So that is very much important in regard to what is coming up in regard to the self reflection time. So the next card here that we have is sacral chakra. So this could be where one of your own chakras are currently blocked and needs balancing. So, but it's also a good time to think outside of the box, think creatively, and allow things to come, allow things to come forward. Um, and not being afraid of the new things as well. So that is also a lesson for many as well. So we sacral chakra is definitely a card of creativity, and um, blossom is definitely blossom. So it is very much important to be able to do that as well. So definitely always a good time to do that. So the overall card here is that we have is clarity of belief. So allowing yourself to see things clearly in the situation. So, um, so this could definitely lead to some aha moments for this week for everybody. So, um, definitely be on the lookout for that, or just having those little nudges in the right direction. So, and then embrace. So, surrender. So, learning to surrender to what is for right now, and then knowing that things will change. And this is allowing yourself to trust in the process. And also looking overall at the big picture of things as well is very, very much important as well. So it's a good lesson, a good takeaway as well. So um, the next cards here is that we'll go through is the lesson cards. So the Soul Journey lesson cards by James Van Prague is where we are going to go through for today. Again, I'm going to put the mic down while I shuffle. What does everybody need to know for the week of September 8th? Oh, interesting. Okay. So, and this is interesting cards and interesting lessons tied in. So we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So, just seeing things clearly, having compassion for other people is definitely very much important as well. Um, having that understanding that others may have it differently than what you are currently going through. So that is also there as well. And the next card here is that we have is the guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So letting go of any guilt from past situations um, is definitely important and everything of that nature. So that is where that is at. And then by doing so, this will lead to success. And I keep they keep showing me the Wheel of Fortune as well. So in the regular tarot, they show me the Wheel of Fortune, which is definitely a good card to have. So, however the Wheel of Fortune is, I'm going to take the good Wheel of Fortune. So I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So honestly, just having a love and understanding for this week, and things will lead to success, whether big or small. Doesn't have to be a major event to have success, but can be big or small, no matter what, as well. So now we will be going here to the Soul Truth deck. Oh my good Lord in heaven. Okay, so I was like, things were falling, and I was like, oh my gosh. So, but we have the Soul Truth Self Awareness deck, Brienne Hubby. As you guys know, that's my favorite as well. So we'll draw a card from here as well. What does everybody need to know for today? What does everybody need to know for today? Ooh, okay. Okay. Actually, we'll take it. So I'm going to originally just have one, but then I was drawn to another one that was on top. So we're going to have two cards. So the first card here is, to where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow. We open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and success. Or trust and oneness, I'm sorry. Our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Today's soul action: pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you'll get there and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know you are ready to make it happen. Believe that you can. So that is a powerful message. And how can I be more flexible right now? What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today, and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Today's soul action: remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. uh, Direct and to the point. And that's why I love these cards. So that brings us to the end of the message is for today. And I hope you all are having an absolutely fabulous day, and that it is filled with happiness, joy, peace, and love. Don't forget about sending in your question for the podcast, and then for it to get read on the podcast. And then also, it is where don't forget this special for the month, which is the chakra scan with the cards as well, and that is for $20. And yeah, so that brings us to the end here. I hope you enjoyed the messages from the angels, and if you like this pot or channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well, and with the little bell for all the notifications as well. And until next time, everybody, I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I love you guys so much, and I will talk with each and every one of you later, and I will see you on the podcast. Bye, everybody.